Okay, there we go. Ah, ugh. Good evening, morning, midday to all of you. I return. And today was quite the day, actually. But, regardless of that, I'm tired. Ugh, but it's good to be back at least. Alright, so I started a new thing. I posted about it on the social medias too. Ugh. And I'm so excited to work on this again. uh, let's just say I didn't have Clip Studio Paint Pro. Or sorry, I didn't have Clip Studio Paint EX until 2 days ago. It's great. It's great. It's fine. I'll live with it. Now, today I'm going to be drawing a thing. It's a fun little thing where it's a meme from a session I was in on Sunday. Where is my glove? My glove. There's my glove. And the session was real fun. We had this whole fight with like this drill that came to life. For context, this is like what's it? It's like an Elden Ring themed campaign, but like a timeline where the rot is like an infection that took over everything, and it's like a hive mind. Real fun, real fun. And yeah, so due to that, we as Timeless, the other naming for what's it, the Tarnished. So we as Timeless are just like, oh, we are immortal, and we have our own reasons to dealing with the rot. And well, let's say this drill that we were in was like controlled by these maggots, these rot maggots, and they were all in the engine, and there was like so fucking much in there, like. Oh, the M like said some shit around like millions of them in the engine, like thousands or something. I don't know, but like there were so many in the engine. So me, the barbarian or barbarian, blah, 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 berserker. You're equivalent of a barbarian in 5e, but berserker, warlock. Yeah, you berserker, warlock. The frontline, deeps. Together with the wizard and sup, welcome Summit. But like together with the what's it? Oh man, I can forget the word. Together with the new player that joined us, who was also a berserker. Barbarians unite. Ugh. But yeah, no. Together with like me, the other berserker, and like the wizard, we're stuck in the drill. So like our friend, the wizard, our friend, came to a realization. Oh, wait, you said how many of them were in there? So he decided, oh, let me just cast a funny spell. But after everyone gets out of like the radius, unfortunately, I was still in the radius. Real fun, but I survived it. Single digits. But I survived. I survived. Not for after though. But like I survived. And then all those maggots were killed in like a singular swipe. But like this spell that he had was so funny because it's the equivalent of like a warlock, like a certain type of warlock killing an enemy and getting HP back, right? And like it's the equivalent of, oh yes, I have this pot and I'm gonna fill it with like 100 mosquitoes and then I'm gonna kill all these mosquitoes in one hit to get, all that HP back. It's that type of shit. So when he casted that spell, all those maggots just got destroyed. And, well, you see, There were like a shit ton of maggots in there. And he got an amount of temp HP equal to the amount of damage he dealt. Or sorry, equal to the amount of like damage, I forgot, but like equal to the amount of damage something. But like then the whole thing came crashing down as we all came to the idea, oh, wait, you have 888 temp HP until we long rest? Or short rest? Hold on. For the next 5 minutes and 11 seconds, Khepra has become immortal. So I decided, oh, this is so fucking funny. So we're laughing our ass off, and I was like, you know what? So as session was happening, I pulled up the sketch tab. I pulled up my Clip Studio, and I started drawing. And then, well, lo and behold, this is so far the fruits of my labor. We're having this man's, the wizard, dance at the broken section, or the broken open section of the drill, and he's doing the Hakari dance. Oh man, it's so good. I don't have much to do anymore on him specifically. I worked on it a little bit myself again. Like the first draft was like, oh, what are you doing here? That's weird. The first draft was, oh, what? Oh, that's weird. The first draft was, yeah, it was aight. But, like, it definitely was lacking some stuff, for sure. Let me change something real quick. Opa. Cool. There we go. That'll be do for now. But yeah, no. So that was a real fun session. Oh, let's not forget, before the drill went out, they came over to me and fucked me up real hard, and I went down, but I got back up. It's fine. But yeah, welcome, Summit. I just got done explaining the lore of me coming to draw this masterpiece so far. How you been doing? Day's been good? Yeah, this is like my third ever hand-drawn animation. Today I did post on the social medias. I did post my like fourth animation, which was like, what's it? Like focus around the principle of staging. Yeah, it looks real fun. I should pull it up. I don't think I have it on this device though. Or I can pull up a video of it. Oh yeah, no, that shit was funny as fuck. This man This man, for the entire duration of the entire duration of him just like having killed all those maggots at once, he's just like, yeah, he was immortal, and he was just like, I'm down for fighting anything right now. Oh, this shit was so fun. That was really, really fun. But yeah. This is like one of my dreams to like draw cool, funny, sad moments of like campaigns that I'm in, because it's so much fun. And that's like one of my whole reasons to just like make these things, because it's just like, it's cool to just put your favorite moments on the screen and say, I love this moment, you know? Okay, now let's go back to Khepra. Mr. Skellymans himself. I don't need to look at that screen. I look at the other screen now. Where is my... There it is. Cool. Mr. Khepra. Mr. Khepra. Mr. Khepra. Okay. I really should just... Yeah, I'll do that later. Let's first do this. Let's first do the thing. This thing that I wanna do. Mr. Kepper. But yeah, you had an interesting day so far, Mr. Summit. You've been doing good. I wonder what that's like. Nice. That's good to hear. Silly. Relationships. Had my fair share of them. Oh well. It's good that everything is going swell. Feels like the days are going faster, though. Time's going faster, and I'm getting more tired and more grumpier by the day. Well. Nah, I'm getting more motivated. I'm motivated. Where is your motivation? I really gotta play DMC, like the entire series at one point. That game series is so unhinged, and I love it. I love DMC. But yeah, speaking of campaigns, oh man, I'm excited to play my other one again. I have so many campaigns I'm in, I swear to God. But like, it's so much fun. The current one that I want to talk about is like, I'm playing like a Phoenix Sorcerer in that one, and man, that I really love the character for what they are. But man, sometimes I tend to make mistakes, and that's fine. You know, we make mistakes as players, but man, the character is basically Miss Smoke here, which is Elias for for like keeping her identity a secret. She basically. Oh, you were cooking burgers? You were missing something? No, not really. I just started to talk about another campaign, really. Since we're on the topic of, tabletops from Little by Little, I wanted to talk about, like, one of my other characters that I'm really excited for. And perhaps tomorrow I get to play him again? Hold on. What is the wording? Let me check. That means I have to sleep really finally tomorrow. I see. Tomorrow is what for me? But yeah, regardless. Oh, right. Right, that yeah, true. We also have the Wednesday campaign. Yeah, you're right. Oh. But yeah, no, what's it? So, for my Sunday campaign character, she's a Phoenix Sorcerer. And, well, as much as I love him, I tend to make mistakes. But, like, this was such a big blunder. Well, big blunder. I'm still getting used to, like, the peeve to weave rulings on magic for how much I hate it. Regardless, I made the mistake of not upcasting a certain spell high enough because I thought I was good, but I didn't read the tag, and upcasting is also a bitch in this system. So, since I didn't upcast, and the person I'm trying to find, because basically, I was playing hide and seek. Well, technically hide and seek with the character's sister. with Smoke Sister. And well, trying to find them is not good or not easy because, well, they're both masters of disguise, which is real funny. So I got given the taste of my own medicine today, or today, Sunday. Yeah. And I had a hard time finding them. Very hard time. But regardless, I had this I had an ingenious idea of just getting them. What's it? Of getting them. We were at this party of like elven nobles and elven houses and shit like that, and like I was like, okay, so how am I going to find them? They're probably impersonating one of these peoples. But the thing is, I'm at a disadvantage because I don't know these peoples, and well, they have had work here. They've worked here for quite a while, so you know, I'm in a disadvantage. And she definitely knows who I am, probably, because I'm definitely looking for them. And well, easy bets that they can easily bet who I would be, because everyone there is besides from the party, everyone there, yeah. So I'm in a disadvantage, but that's fine, right? It's fine. The thing is, I'm going against a Master of Disguise, so I thought I'm going to use a spell that I recently acquired, and that is very new to me as well. I like the spell. It's real. Organ Sight is a real cool spell. The thing is, and that's what made me sad. So the idea with the spell is that you can, You can see through people's anatomy and look at their what's it called? Xenobit Summit. Enjoy the foods. But you can look through their anatomy and like look at their organ structure and stuff like that. So if a master of disguise is disguising themselves really well, I can still attempt to look at their bone structure, organs, and all that to see if they're human or not, or if they're an elf. So that was a really smart idea because all transformative magic is very time limited, so that couldn't really work. So I had the idea to do the thing, and unfortunately, after searching through for them and not really coming with anything as a result, after looking through the possible subjects, which were horrible picks, by the way. Oh god, they were so horrible. Ugh. Regardless, while playing hide and seek, I had to leave the area at one point because I had a certain set amount of people I could talk with and interrogate without raising suspicion, because everyone in that, mostly everyone at that party is an op of mine, which is interesting because my character has no recollection of that. It's interesting because we're going through a character that is basically had former lives. So having to go through all that is painful. But like acquiring the information and shit like that, now that worked out, right? Acquiring the information of just like the people of your former lives and everything. Like she's slowly piecing the pieces back together. So she's kind of like this detective in a way, which is very interesting. But she's a former she is a criminal. In this life, she's a criminal. And so with that, what she does here is she only has recently discovered, like a couple months ago now, like while joining the party, in character, a couple months ago. For in actual session time, it's quite a bit ago, but like they only quote unquote recently, in quotations, discovered that they have so much lives before this, and so with that, she is in search to find the answers and truth about herself, because her current business is kind of in the shitter due to complications across the world. So, you know what? Fine. I'll join along with these people for now, use them, and see what I can get out of it. But over the course of time, she uh, started to form a liking to these people and started to improve as a person instead of I'm a lone wolf. Da, 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 da. But it's more of the I am afraid of making bonds because I tether myself away, not tether. I inch myself away from making bonds because I'm afraid of losing the people I love and care about. Because she has already had that before. So she has a tendency of burning bridges. While also being a fire sorcerer, basically. Ha, funny. Whatever. So she, what's it? She started to form bonds with the party, and she has gone through a lot of shit because all this information she's been gathering while also going through the shit that she's going through in the campaign. Like, oh yes, this what's the word? This ancient, not ancient, this secret police person that from the country that hates or that despises magic users is actually your son. And they're like, whoa, what? And then you kind of disintegrated his arm off, and he just grew back, and then he punched the shit out of you and told you how inferior you are. Like, there goes a lot through it. I mean, at one point, then they actually kind of are trying to make a bond or some shit. It's weird, but it's actually like an attempt at like something better. The lore between those two is also very deep, but like whatever. What I'm going for here is that currently in this arc for the character that we're in, um, she's trying to find her sister to find answers because Miss Smoke over here, even with all the information she collects, she cannot connect to these feelings, to these thoughts, these these pieces of lore that she's connecting. She had a husband. She had a life full of love. She had a child. This, that, and like when we go back to her former lives, especially her first one, the lore of her family is also very fucking deep, which is interesting. But like, she left this magic country for a reason. She left the country of like the like high magic class people for a reason. At first, the thought was, oh, maybe it's because, well, from what is noted, their sister is like this prodigy in magic, so maybe she went off to pursue her own thing and not live in the shadow of her sister. But then the thought came but then like what's it? We bumped into like one of the princes of the country and like the eldest, and the moment he came to realize that he came to think that my character was involved again. So, and like he knows her for some reason, but like this man he's a freaky frog. My god, he's a freaky frog. Like, he's a fucking creep. Ugh. Actually, scary ass behavior. But like, and so with that, he comes up with this lie that like, oh yes, this person, Miss Dana, was my wife. I loved her so much. I wish to see her again. And like I definitely, used the skill called Lie to Me, got through that bullshit, and definitely figured out that was a fucking lie. And like, he wanted to invite the persona that I'm like in right now, like this disguise, due to the vigilante archetype, which is a real cool archetype. Um, so I was in this persona, and I was basically deceiving him, and he had a hunch, and this is weird. He had a hunch, and that's how he got to me, which is weird. So that's definitely something to look into at one point. But like, he informed while at the party, another party member was talking to him, and that freaky frog was like, "So I heard your country has a lady named Dana in there. Tell me about Dana." Like, man, like he kept bringing her up in the conversation that I wasn't even a part of. That poor player was just listening at this shit, be like, bro, this man creepy. And like it's so weird because like this Iranian prince, this elven prince, right? He is like, from like how he talks and how he handles business, he is basically the right hand man of the king of that country. And like he seems to have, it's the type of trope, or like, yeah, it's the type of trope where the king does things, but it's actually the person below him that actually gets shit done, That's what it is from what I'm feeling with it. So, but like the moment he gets a whiff of Dana, this freaky frog decides to hound her so hard. Like throughout the entire party, he decides, oh, you know what? I'm going to shake hands with everyone now because I have this bullshit ability to rewind time for about a week, like a week back. So he basically is trying to find this tattoo that I kind of obtained a little bit ago due to bullshit. But like, his reasoning is to find a tattoo, but like, he's just trying to find someone who's impostering, right? And so he's trying to shake hands with people. He's going to shake hands with people, rewind time on their hand without the permission even, and then he just does it, right? And then he's in search of this Dana. This freaky frog needs to be locked up. But regardless, this I wouldn't be surprised if my character was stuck in this child form, because when I still, in the beginning of like me playing them, I played them as this sorcerer summoner, and their summon, what was later revealed to be this, I didn't write this, their summon was actually revealed to be the spirit of their husband, of like their former life. They are soulmate or some shit like that. That was actually the thing of it, which is intriguing. But like the thing is with that, but now I switched to rogue. I switched to rogue sorcerer instead because like I didn't like the I didn't like the summoner subclass as much because it has its limitations, especially if you're playing someone that's like magic and stealth focused. It's not a real good idea because your summon, no matter what you do, like base PF2E, right? Base to PF2E, your summon is, when they get hit, you get hurt because you have a shared HP pool. So for someone that's very stealthy, like the whole build was, I'm legit a ghost. I don't exist. I'm a massive infiltration. I am getting into places no matter what, And the other side of the build is legit just, I have everything infiltration, and I am also a literal nuke in my pocket. That's what it is. So, So when I switched the build around, right? Because like, lore-wise, what happened is, because we had to go on this little arc. Basically, her summon, her former husband, got basically ripped from her soul, like forcefully. Well, her soul's already very fucked up as is, which is interesting. I didn't write that. That's the DM. Don't point fingers at me. But like, with that, we went to retrieve him, and after that, he got demoted to. After retrieving him, he got demoted to familiar status. Yeah, because I did not want to play Summoner again, but I did want to keep him around, of course. So he's now a summon. The thing is, where was I going with this? I don't remember. Shit, I'm kind of focused on a lot of things right now. Regardless, due to that, um, switch to rogue. I don't remember where I was going with this. Shit. We're talking about the freaky frog. Huh. Whatever. So basically, I really lost my train of thought. Ah! Regardless, so let's see where we're going with this. So her former husband is basically demoted to familiar status, which is so funny. And he's still really fun to have around. Currently, they're going through something at the moment because Smoke here is going through a lot with the idea that the person that raised me from my childhood, that this from this current timeline, this current lifetime, she knows now that the person that took care of her, the person that raised her, wasn't her dad, it was her husband that took care of basically the former her, or basically the remains of what was the former her. Oh, I remember where I was going with this. So, Dana here, before Dana slash Smoke, before what's it called? Before the ripping of their summon from them, they had this sickness that was messing with them because what was revealed is that their soul is tattered and burnt. It is damaged and fucked. While also her magic or her sorcery spirit, which is a thing that in this DM's world where magic is alive, and if you form a bond, you can at one point form a bond with your sorcery spirit, which is your magic basically manifesting. So with that, with that, her magic is fucked because we figured out, due to lore that the DM put in, I mean, I love it, but due to lore, basically her sorcery spirit got ripped in half, and all that remains is half of her husband's sorcery within her, and her other sorcery is like locked away deep within her. It was hard to find it. The whole theory was that it wasn't even there anymore, that it was gone. I found it, which is nice. But that thing is also on life support. It's actually funny as fuck because like you have this sorcery, her original sorcery is actually like Phoenix sorcery, right? So the DM revealed, oh yeah, your flames are like after like getting them back. There's this like, what's it? This door like mechanism like idea where one like or room like mechanism. There's this room like mechanism where we can have only one of sorcery spirit active. So that meant I locked the ability to switch between sorcery spirits, which also meant for my boon that like everyone gets like a boon upgrades throughout the campaign. For my boon, I could switch between sorceries that I have within me, which having two remaining halves of sorceries within you is already very catastrophic and should not exist, or is impossible to exist. So basically, I'm a weird freak science experiment that can blow up at any moment, which is real funny. I'm basically nuclear fusion. Sorry, nuclear magic fusion. Ain't that funny? So, with that, man. So, what I was going to say is, due to being a summoner, it was actually revealed that her summon, while attached to her soul, was actually making her sick. Like, more sick. So, after he was ripped out, she got better. But during that time, when she would go down and get back up due to one of her boon's abilities, like getting up like a phoenix, basically have a couple tries, get a damage boost, blah, blah, blah. But, like, she would get younger because she's burning through her lifespan. But I believe this freaky frog would definitely, regardless if she was like stuck in a young state, he would probably also go for the Dana. I got to find Dana. Like, oh man, actual creepy guy. But like, regardless, so currently Dana slash Smoke is looking for her sister, who
shares the same sorcery as her, but doesn't actually works in the country she left. It was revealed from that freaky frog that was talking to a party member. It was revealed that Dana is a what's it enemy like number fucking one, or at least a big enemy of the state, because she in the past she tried to kill attempted murder on the king and broke a prince's heart. So let's put two and two together. Mr. Freaky Frog is obsessed with her because she rejected him. Let's be honest here. So from that, or we'll figure it out in the future. But regardless, from that, oh man, from that he was basically going to shake everyone's hands at the party, and Dana was looking for her sister because she wants answers. Because Dana is stuck. She cannot remember, even with all this information she's picking up, like the detective she is, criminal slash detective. She, it's not connecting, like I said. So she's trying to find ways to fix this, or at least find more information from sources that know her former self and that, or from someone that already goes through like reincarnation stuff a lot, which is her sister. But yeah, so her sister's fucking with her, especially with their first encounter together. She tricked her and left Dana basically to just just the sibling thing of just like, haha, got your bitch ass, you know? So Smokey was stuck with that. And now that she's at the party, she's looking for a sister who is basically the prodigy of the two, which is interesting. Which is probably like a high level creature, which is gonna be interesting, definitely. But so she's in search of her sister, and well, you see, it's a pain in the ass to find them, and that's why I'm getting like the same treatment that I give my enemies all the time, which is you can't fucking find me, which is funny. But like, so basically you have these two masters of disguise assassin spellcasters who are looking for one another, or at least one is looking for the other. But like, there was the spell organ site that I used. It had the revelation tag, and what that does is it basically sees things for what it truly are. I didn't read the tag. I didn't read the tag because there are so many tags in the system, and I still have to get used to magic overall in the system, so whatever. I made the mistake. So I basically got the wrong leads, but I at least talked to almost all the humans. Oh. So I talked to all the humans there. That besides the elves, right? And like a one gnome and some others. But like, I talked to all of them, and regardless, I couldn't find them. So when this freaky frog was getting closer to go shake my hand, he was going to go to me next, I decided to leave because I was running out of time. So I left. I went to the teleportation circle there. I rolled a nat 20 on my stealth, so a 50, fucking peak. I casted a spell called Disappearance, which makes me undetected, hides me from all senses. While also being a rogue, I have like the blind, blank slate effect and foil senses, which also have to do with improving your stealth to like senses and stuff like that. So I am basically kitted out with the you can't find me. You can't find me. I'm gone. I'm leaving now. The thing is, before the session ended, the DM put in a thing, like an event that happened where the teleportation circles were turned off. And the area is also locked off from leaving. So I am stuck there. But TBH, probably something will happen anyways, like bad, so we have to fight probably. Like a fight will probably happen with like Demon Lord, some shit. But regardless, so I did all that, and I tried to leave, I couldn't leave. But the thing is, the sister thinks I left. Because I couldn't fight them. Because basically, they have a spell up called Veil of Privacy, which is my bread and butter as well. But I didn't know that my spell Organ Sight, that for the genius idea of like looking through disguises by looking at your actual, body, how it's put together. The Organ Sight was a revelation effect, so I still got deceived. But now I'm deceiving the sister on accident, out of character at least, because I cannot leave the party there. So, but I am invisible and all that shit that comes with it. So with that, she is in for a surprise because I'm gonna upcast that spell because I got really pissed that I didn't upcast it, but now I'm going to. So I'm gonna upcast that spell, and next session, which is very soon, I'm going to give her a jump scare. I'm not legit gonna jump scare her, but since she thinks that her sister left, Dana's just going to upcast the spell, and the first person that is basically not who they're supposed to be, bingo, that's them. Because if there's more people like that, then we have a problem. But regardless, I'm just gonna go over, put a hand on the shoulder, and we're gonna have a talk. Simple. Man. I love campaigns. I love campaigns. I wanna... No. I cannot play more. I have too many. Oh my god, I have too many. I have too many campaigns. Oh my god, I still have so much to go. But yeah, it's fine. It's gonna be a fun session. I'm gonna give the sister the jump scare. And she is going to fess up. Finally. But yeah. Uh-huh. That does make me think. Because, like, man, PF2E as a system is cool. But, like, the shit that they do to spellcasting and spellcasting classes, it annoys me. I really hope the new book gives some more stuff. I know they're giving a lot of stuff for Magic, and I hope they actually put in items that, raise your spellcasting DC and shit like that, because it doesn't have it in the system. This is actual damn shame. Spellcasters are handled really bad in the system, like from feat-wise to abilities and spells. Like, man. And then don't let me get it started on marshals. I love marshals. I love playing a marshal. But man. I am so pissed with a singular ability that most marshals get. It's called blind fighting. Blind fighting is basically you cannot be surprised. You cannot be off guard by being surprised or people being hidden and all the stuff that comes with it. And on top of that, you can basically see people that are hidden. So, I look left, I look right. Oh, that's funny, huh? You know your entire build that's all around basically being hidden and stuff like that? Yeah, looks left, looks right. Yeah, doesn't matter if you're hiding, doesn't matter if you're invisible, doesn't matter if you're doing this. If someone has blind fighting, they can just see you. They can just see you, and that's... Oh, God, that pissed me off. Our fighter has it. Our fighter champion has it. And man, he's annoying when he goes to grapple me. I don't do PvP. PvP is tiring, but man, if we go into moments where I'm trying to do something and he's trying to stop me from doing so, I have a hard time stopping him. Really hard time stopping him. But I have no ways to do it. I have now my... one moment, I sneezed. But I found ways to take him down. These are my Batman levels of preparation. Thank you very much. Like, genuinely. I got the Superman plans right here to take him down. I do, actually. It's called suffocation. Haha. But regardless. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So blind fighting, basically, turns off my build quite a bit, and it's annoying. And I'm trying to get past that, you know? I'm trying to get past it. But the problem here is there's no getting past that. If you're in a combat, they will see you. Which, fuck me, I guess. Fuck me, I guess. So yeah, no, that's something I deal with. But like, it's not like everyone has blind fight, right? It's just all fights that I had that were like, my match were all people that had blind fighting. And there were basically 3 people so far. And I tell you, this joke has been made more often than not. This is the equivalent of Sukuna fighting fucking Jogo, or Jogo fighting what's his face? Names today, or Jogo fighting Gojo. Like, man, you're strong, but you're basically what's the word? You are basically being, this is you're basically at a disadvantage because this person is supposed to counter you. That's basically what it is every fucking time. But like, when the realization kicks in that, yeah, if this character gets to have their way as well, you're not gonna have a fun time either. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it. And it's really hard to like do that stuff. I really wish there was a way. I really wish there was a way to just get past blind fight, because there is none. So rogues in the system have a really annoying time against that shit. But at least, depending on what type of rogue you are, you can also put people off guard in a different way. For me, I'm a ruffian, so I could just do the ruffian thing. Basically feint and then do it, which the DM allows me to feint with spells, which is cool. I like that. But yeah, no. I like the system. It's fun. Another system. Oh man, I love playing campaigns. I've played campaigns for so long, I swear. But like, man, what's it? A campaign I really liked playing, or a system that I really liked playing was like Mutants and Masterminds, or like what's it? Monster of the Week, man. I wish I could play Monster of the Week again. That shit is so much fun. I swear. That was really fun. For a system that's not that really combat heavy, I loved it. What the hell was that? But yeah, no. I had this character called Grim, and man, I had a character called Grim. Grim Darkweb, and I called them that because there was another player I was doing a deal with, which their character was like web something something. So I did a joke on it, which was, okay, their sister will be Grim Darkweb instead, because their character was like a conspiracy theorist. So I decided, okay, cool, I'll make the younger sister who always gets into trouble and is a magnet for trouble. And she's also a magnet for the occult, which is interesting. It's a real fun concept. But the thing is, her sister, Grim always got into trouble, even if their sister caused the shit. And Grim here never got any, what's the word? She never got any aid from her parents. Her parents were basically always praising the other sister, while Grim always got the scraps. Like, the only thing Grim had on her was basically an old like Game Boy that she had. It was her sister's at first. An old skateboard, and that's it. And a baseball bat that she got herself. But like, that she found, and then worked with it on it a little bit, like giving it like metal wire and shit like that, But like, so Grim was basically just this kid, like a teenager that just is not given a chance and is always being put down. But whatever, the world is shaping them and they're just going along with it. But like, there were in this session, right, this Monster of the Week like little short series that we did, everyone that was came along for the session, they were all invited into this to this manor to solve this mystery. And her sister basically dragged Grim along, even though Grim didn't want to go, but she got dragged along anyways. So while there, Grim decides, fine, I have to keep eye on my sister. Blah, 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 blah. If something happens to her, my family will probably blame me, which is true. Her parents will fucking blame her. Her parents do not like her. They just like the other the other sister way more, which is what it is. So there comes a point. So so the party is this, right? And this is funny. So the party consists out of a conspiracy theorist, a misunderstood, well, not misunderstood, just a rough punk, or a rough, not a bandit. What would you call not a troubled youth. Yeah, troubled youth that just causes trouble, blah, blah, blah. So, and then together with that, we have Grimm's teacher, which, man, that was a friend of mine who played him, and that was a real fun interaction. Holy shit. It was that teacher that hates you, right? It's that teacher that hates you specifically. So, like, oh, man. So with that, we also had another person who was, and this is the funny part, an ex-hitman, which is basically an assassin, but an ex-hitman who was basically coming out of retirement just to help around, whatever. And it's interesting because throughout the session, the person that took care of Grim and actually like gave him good attention and, you know, tried to be there for them was the hitman. This old man, or this like middle-aged, like in his 50s, in his 40s man, is just sticking his hand out for her, right? And it's actually pretty sweet. Because there comes a point where we are getting closer to unraveling the mystery, and we figure out that there is this demonic werewolf that got summoned into this world and is rampant and is lurking around this area. So that's the mystery that we deal with. That's the monster of the week, right? So Grim goes to swipe at the creature with her baseball bat. And well, you see, she got a good hit in. And then, you know, her baseball bat broke. And then the demonic werewolf, or the eldritch werewolf looked at Grim and decided that she needs a makeover. So he clawed her. And let's say she lost one of her eyes that day. And when the combat was over, she was basically sitting against the tree, holding her eye socket that was bleeding. And man, her sister was just like going around taking pictures and all that, was not paying attention to her younger sister, you know, being actually fucked up. So the hitman comes over. First thing he does, he just sits down, talks with her, and is bandaging her eye up. And Grim is going through a lot of stuff right now because she didn't want to be here. Her sister dragged her here. And then the Secret Service comes in, wherever they were, and they confiscate Grim's the sister's phone. And the sister got upset, so they go over to Grim and start tugging on them. But like, hey, let's go home, blah, 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 blah. I lost my phone, mom and dad gonna be angry, blah, 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 blah. And like, Grim is just sitting there, like, the bandaging up of her eye, like, got stopped halfway through. And her sister comes over without a care in the world to what happened to Grim, and is just tugging on her like, hey, let's go, hey, let's go, hey, let's go. So Grim broke. She snapped. She got pissed. And she swiped her sister's arm away, backtalked her, and then went home along with the hitman. Like, he brought her home. And before she left, the hitman looked at her,
And this was like in that moment I looked at that player and that was one of the times when that player and I like really fucking hit it off really well. That was like I fucking love that guy. He's great. So like he tells Grim like to stay safe out there, da da da, gives her a card and tells her to call it if you ever need me. If you're ever in trouble. Yeah, if you're ever in trouble. Call me if you're ever in trouble. So she takes it and she heads inside, only for her parents to berate her for bringing her sister on such a dangerous excursion. Yeah, Grim basically was the scapegoat yet again. Her sister lost her phone, that and that. Her parents went to get ice cream with her sister while Grim had her Game Boy and skateboard confiscated. So Grim basically sat there in her not much having room and just contemplated a lot of things. So, in result, at one point she leaves home. She runs away from home, and she lives on the street for like a couple days. And it's interesting because we leveled up from that session. So what I did for Grim, I gave her an upgrade because we all leveled up. So I gave Grim an upgrade, and Grim here, because she had already more like last levels of like what the fuck? Why is it not doing the thing? Oh, I was pressing control. Oops. Has class levels of. Okay, I'm almost done here. She has class levels of what's it? She has class levels that basically make her interact with like monsters, like eldritch beings and shit like that. But like I wanted to give her levels into the ability that make or into the class archetype that or the class that lets you become a monster instead. So basically the idea here was okay, Grim got slashed by a werewolf, an eldritch demonic werewolf. Okay, well Grim, you're now infected with it. You are slowly becoming like that creature in a way. So when she left home, she got the ability to not get sick anymore and that, which was interesting to her at least. She was like, oh well, whatever. I guess I'll live with this now. Whatever's wrong with me, but like during that time, she called the hitman, and he took her into one of his like in his warehouse where he resides. He took her in, and ever since then she lives with him. We never had a what's it? We never had a session of Monster of the Week ever again, unfortunately, and the server also died at one point. But while I was chilling in a VC, I was just vibing. I was vibing. The man comes over to me, and he asks, "Hey, so ah, nice. So, huh? Oh, whatever. So he comes up to me and he says, "So, would Grim be down to go to the store with him, to the mall?" And like, okay, sure, yeah, why not? Fine, okay. And basically, he took her along, and this is the first time that she was given a gift by someone. So he brings her to this shop, and they get an eye patch. She gets to pick an eye patch for herself because her eye's gone. Like, her eye's damaged. That shit's not coming back. So he helped her. He got her present in the form of an eye patch, and I was so caught by that. I was so caught off by that I looked at the character and said, you know what? She really would just kindly smile at that for once. You know, this kid that never really smiles and is just always like, looks like there's something wrong with them and they're just like always in the dumps. They smiled genuinely because someone is taking care of her, actually cares about her, and is showing concern, is showing care, and gave her a gift. So
I find it really sad that I never got to play the Monster Hunter Weekend because, like, I definitely want to play Grim again. And I want to play her, like, a little bit more grown up, or slightly grown up. And the idea here is I want her to be raised up by the hitman. Because I basically want her to, like, get training by him and this and that. So that when they get hired by the organization again, if they ever get hired again, or, like, asked to come along, to do something for them, that she is ready to deal with whatever is in front of them. Because she cannot live a normal life. She feels like she's not normal anymore. So she goes out of her way to ask basically her current guardian, for training. So the idea is I'm going to make her a monster hunter. A monster that hunts monsters. Ah, Witcher reference. Yay! Yeah, basically. But yeah, no, that's the concept. And man, I can't wait to play them one day again. It doesn't even have to be Monster of the Week, but, like, definitely the concept of Grim was real fun. I enjoyed it. I would definitely play Grim again if I had given the chance. And of course, I want some cool story with that shit. Like, man, I love story and character development. Maybe something related to, like, one day, like maybe, I don't know, maybe her old family's in the past and stuff like that, so she doesn't bother about it. But it'd be interesting if something like that ever gets brought up again, like messing with your story and stuff like that, where you came from. But, like, maybe not a direct link of, like, what is going on. Maybe it's just like, oh, I'm messing with you, so I'm bringing stuff like this up, That would be interesting to me. But regardless, I have so many characters that I want to play again, man. So many. Oh. Like, I have this gunslinger. Oh, man, this was a real cool concept, and I love him. I have this gunslinger, and they're basically a character from a former campaign that I wanted to redo, because we played the campaign to its full extent, right? But I didn't like the character. I didn't put much effort into it. The voice changed, like, a lot throughout the campaign, like, switching between voices, and I never really was that invested. Even though the character's build gave me a lot of memorable moments, because I was the sharpshooter. I basically had a gun. I was a goblin sharpshooter. That's all that I was. And I fucking gunned people down. I was a menace on the battlefield. I was a menace. I always said sharpshooter, and I shot the fuck out of them every time. And the DM was like, "Oh yeah, he's not gonna hit. The stacks are against him." No, because I always hit incredibly high and fucked up the enemies. And the DM looked at me and said, "Bro, you got the plugin?" Which is the birth of a meme that we had with our tabletop group, which is, if you are rolling consistently amazing and rolling crits back to back, you have the plugin on, which is, you're cheating! You're cheating! That's basically what it is. And, like, it's just a joke between, like, everyone, right? So, like, with that, oh man. So with that, Ace was a real cool character in that regard, with the memorable moments and stuff like that. But, like, in actuality, I didn't like Ace. I didn't like them because their backstory was scuffed. I didn't enjoy the backstory even. It was, like, so last minute, really. Like, I didn't really try on it. And the DM, they tried. They tried to give me something. But, like, basically Ace was, like, this amnesiac. And I didn't like the overall way it went, because, like, the amnesiac story for Ace is less interesting than how the Smoke one is, because Smoke is an amnesiac who's slowly piecing the pieces together, but, like, her story has a lot to it that feels weighty, even though she cannot connect to it. She cannot feel to it. She is hurt by that. While Ace, on the other hand, Ace, they were basically just this outlaw. And with each piece of story I got for them, I didn't feel like in character it felt good. It didn't feel like their life was anything. Sure, they have a squad that they once ran with, and
well, most of them are now dead or are living their lives away from all this, which is, yeah. But like, so when the moment came for like a sacrifice to be made, like because like basically there was this virus like nuke that we had, like that we got off of a big bad and he activated it. This was basically the big fuck you before he went out swinging. So Ace decided, I need to get everyone out of here. Or I need to get the bomb out of here. My life has nothing to it anymore. I can go out right now and go back to Limbo. So, Ace decides, I am going to sacrifice myself. So, Ace decides, I'm going to grab a bag of holding and another bag of holding. And I slam them together. Because if everyone remembers, or for the people that play, D&D, when you put an extra dimensional space within an extra dimensional space, it tears open both bags and makes a portal to another realm. The plane of what the fuck is it called again? The ethereal plane. That's it. So it makes the ethereal plane a portal to the ethereal plane, and well, you see, Ace was gonna go out doing one good thing for the band of assholes that they travel with. And that would have been the end of Ace. I would have been happy with that. I would have closed the book to a character that I didn't do much with. Psych. Because that didn't happen. A party member decided to pull me back in time. Pull me back. They succeeded, unfortunately, for my case, because I wanted Ace to die. Ace wanted to die. They were done. They kind of just wanted to move on. That didn't happen, because the party member saved them. That looks so odd. Hold on. Yeah, no, the party member saved them. And Ace wasn't happy with that. I wasn't happy with that because I didn't want Ace to live. I wanted Ace to move on. And just start anew, Like, that's what the idea was. But I didn't get that. I didn't get that for Ace, which is a shame. So Ace lost their leg? Yeah, lost their leg. Yeah, they lost their leg due to it. And after that, they basically were contemplating a lot of things after that all happened. Because we're getting closer to the end of campaign. That's basically where we were going. We were going to the end of campaign, basically. And so at the end of that, everyone got a little thing for like, what is your character going to be doing when, the campaign, like when time goes further. So in Ace's story, like what they would do next, they would basically go to find themselves a good death. So they went out like a true gunslinger would. They went in search for the person that was the best gunslinger around and were on a journey to find them. And eventually they found them. They were on a standoff, and when the bell tolled, they shot each other. And both died. Ace passed on, finally, and they returned to the afterlife, where they were locked up in limbo for the eternity of their existence. Now, with that, a couple years later, like out of character, a couple years later, I talked with a friend of mine, and I told them about like the story of Ace and how I am sad that for a character that was very memorable in everything they did, I never enjoyed them fully, which is the sad part, right? So he told me
I have this
a campaign idea.
and we can bring back Ace
To this new life.
and then to that regard,
I decided to make a new story for Ace. A story that is actually like Wild West inspired, of like someone trying to find their own, name in the Wild West type shit, right? The classic shit. I wanted to give her the Rango treatment. I fucking love the movie Rango. That movie is peak. Peak. One of my main inspirations in animation. Rango.
but like, so she was going to be reincarnated into this world. She was going to be reincarnated. Yes, you got isekai basically.
She would get reincarnated and move on to do something new.
And the fun thing is, she would be reincarnated as, and as the silly part, she would reincarnate as a undead. She legit woke up as a ghoul.
And that's the funny part, because
Their whole thing now is just like, oh, I'm basically Puss in Boots as Rango, basically. That is the entire concept now. Like I pulled together a lot of like I pulled together a lot of like the concepts of like other media to like make a cool concept for her. And when I finished that, it felt really good because I had a cool idea for the new Ace. But this time I would give him a new name. Fuck, what did I call them?
give me a moment. It's been a bit. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Tabletop shiz, characters, Peeve2E. I would. Oh yeah, Rico. Yes, I would call them Rico. Something. I forgot the last name. Well, whatever. They go by a new name, Rico, and they're this gunslinger of the West. Basically, they're this. Oh right, so they made a deal to get out of limbo. They made a deal with legit Charon. They made a deal with Charon, or Charon, whatever. I love Charon, but Charon works. It is basically the usual. So they made a deal with Charon, or Charon. They made a deal with Charon, and they basically would work under him. So they're this gunslinger that was blessed by Charon. So that's why they were brought back as like a ghoul. Silly enough. So they decided to move on and live as a ghoul. And I got my hands into the pot of the world, and I told the DM I want a desert full of skeleton cowboys. Yes, because I love undead Day of the Dead type shit. It would basically be the Day of the Dead, but like forever. But like in the desert. Yes. So I did that, and that was a real fun concept to work on. And unfortunately, that campaign never happened. I'm waiting for the day the DM runs it, because I want to play Rico. Rico is a real fun character, because like the entire build is just so silly. I'm basically this pistolero gunslinger braggart rogue. Yes. So the entire idea here is that I am real good with intimidation. Real good intimidation. Yes. Was it intimidation? Yeah. And Rico is always basically just showing off. Like they have the entire idea was like, oh yeah, I wanna do the coin flip from what's it called? The coin flip from the coin flip from Ultra Kill. That was the idea. I wanted to give Rico the coin flip from Ultra Kill, and that would be it. That is their entire shtick. They love flipping a coin and doing tricks. That's their entire shtick, and I love the concept of them. They were a real fun build that I made, and one day I do want to play them again. Another character in Peeve2E that I really want to play. Fuck me, I really want to play him. I made this character, and this is a silly one. I made a silly character. Oh shit! Wait, no. Okay, thank God. I made this silly character called Toma the Hawk. Yes, Tomahawk. Toma the Hawk. I basically made the equivalent of Briar from League, Power from Chainsaw Man. Any other character that comes to mind? No, that's that. And they were basically this large dummy that loves axes, loves eating meat, and loves fighting. And their entire build was, I like to throw axes, I like swinging with axes, I love axes. Doesn't matter what size of axe, I'm going to use it. So yeah, no, that she was a fun build that I got to play. The campaign didn't go so far because the DM got really busy with life, and it got put on hold. I want to play it again, really bad. But yeah, no. So Toma, this is the fun part about Toma. Toma the Hawk is basically a giant lady that has, what's the word? A giant lady that is born from a titan. A titan in that world is basically from the primal times. A titan is basically a very large apex creature of a species. Toma was born from a titan that basically devoured a worthy prey that fought them for very long. So Toma was born after that, after being spit out from it, and they're basically an awakened animal. They're an awakened animal, like it was either a honey badger or a honey badger or a man, what is it called? A honey badger or a wolverine. But I think I was leaning into the honey badger, yeah. And I asked a friend of mine, like I commissioned art for her rage, because I fucking love the idea that Toma here carries a pelt around them. And this pelt is basically the pelt of their parents, you know, the large titan that raised them. So, man, excuse me, food was good. So, while going around with this pelt on their shoulders, they always have this pelt on them. It's basically their signature pelt. When she rages, the pelt melts with her and grows over her and makes her actually look like a monster, which is the idea, because Toma is basically a monster, and she's also a what's it called? She is a giant barbarian. So the entire idea was throughout the campaign, with more titans she eats, I want her to grow bigger and bigger, so that she can just like kaiju fight the titans at one point, because titans are fucking titan size. They're big. And I wanted her to do that, you know? That's just fun as fuck. She was a giant barbarian and Flurry Ranger. Yes, Flurry Ranger. It was a real fun concept. Toma was a real fun dummy. A fresh breath of air from like type of characters I play usually. Cause like I've not played just a violence hungry character, you know? That is also a dummy. Let me see if I can grab the art. I need to find it. I'm definitely gonna show it on stream if I can find the art for Toma. Tomato. Hello, tomato. Let's see. This PC. Blah, blah, tabletop shiz. Characters. P3. Toma the Hawk. Let's see if I can find it. Hey, where is the art? That is weird. Did I again not put it in there? Ram, you are a fool. I know. Shaking my shake. Tabletop shiz. Characters. No, not characters. Edit files. There it is. Sure. Let me see if you can find the art. I can't. Whatever. I can't find the full-on art? Really? Let me open another tab, because I know It is in the old folders. Let's see. Tabletop shiz. Not tabletop shiz. Old PC. And then just type in Toma. Toma. That should do it. It should just do it. I was just too lazy to put it in there. I might just do it right now. What? What do you mean the image is not there? What do you mean? Did I delete that image? No way, Jose. Did I actually? No. 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 Did I? Did I actually delete the image? No way. Man, did I actually delete the image? No. 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 Did I? 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 I don't see it. Ah, let me go grab it from the ZMs, I guess. Mr. Blackwood. No, I want image. Toma. Toma, Toma. Come on. Toma. Let's see. Yeah, found it. Alright, cool. So, I'm just gonna grab the thing. Let's see if I can find the full art. There it is. I bet. So, let's see. There we go. What do you mean no image data? You wanna fuck? I'm about to throw hands. I'm about to throw hands. I'm about to throw hands. I'm gonna throw hands with the world. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the one. Copy image. That should do it. That should do it. I think. Hopefully. Hopefully. There you go. This is Toma. Toma the fucking hawk. I love this dummy. Oh, that was a real cool design my boy made. Like the rage wise at least. And I made a token for them as well. I'm just gonna put it here. Zoom in a bit. And then there we go. I love making tokens for my characters. I genuinely do. So basically this is the damaged version of the token. There is also a normal version. Let's see if I can find it. So this art is based off of another artist's art. Let me see if I can find them. I love this artist though. Let me check. Right, Sam Beatty. Yeah, I fucking love that man. I love his I love his fucking art. He's fucking goated. I swear, I love this guy so much. But I made a token for it as well. So like for Sam Beatty, yeah, Sam Beatty. I love that goat. He's great. I think he also draws the player series, if I remember correctly. I think he does. Yeah. But regardless, I made the token for him as well. So basically, this is what it was supposed to be. So you basically have normal version and then rage. And I was really happy with the concept. The token itself was real fun because like I wanted to give her like this Norse team. Like this primal Norse person with like markings over them. So we went over it. So I made the token for that, and then I was working on the damage token even before the rage token was made. But man, I fucking love this design so much. Oh man, I fucking love it. I want to play her again so bad. I want to play her again so bad. But yeah, that was a fun time. I miss playing Toma. Toma the Hawk. Yes, yes.
Very, very, very funny. Let's see. Another one. But yeah, that's my little story on me playing campaigns. I mean, I have way more characters, like my Monday campaign and all that. Oh man, I could go on a fucking tirade of fucking stories, but I will only tell it if people are interested. Or I'll just be talking my ass off for the entire day. But that's okay. Now I'm just going to enjoy myself as I am drawing. I do think after this one, I will make another meme. I mean, I'm going to. I don't know if a friend of mine is watching. He definitely isn't, so I can disclose this. He doesn't watch the streams, so I can easily tell all of this. So the idea here is, right, for the Sunday morning campaign, with the one with smoke in there, what I'm going to do, because last session, the fighter champion basically convinced the king of that magic country to be friends with him and to listen to him, which is also nice. But the king wanted to enjoy one last night of partying before, actually focusing on his kingly duties. So, with that, they got high as fuck and decided to vibe together and go dancing. Well, actually, before I actually got it wrong. So before that happened, before he gained respect from the king by basically having him for a dance off. Ooh, burgers. And this dance off, he rolled a nat 20 on that shit and was doing the Star Wars Connect dance bit where you're up against Palpatine, and they're doing the fucking bump move. I forgot what it was called, but like they're doing the bump and like the bump move that you get in that game at one point, like the dance while dancing, and so he drew a meme. Let me find the meme real quick. Backward arch. Yeah, ish. Cool. Gonna go here. Do this. So this was the meme he made, right? And I fucking love this meme. It's so silly. So I decided, while making this meme right now for like my one campaign, like my Sunday night campaign, I decided I want to draw that and animate it. So I just want to animate these two fucking doofuses dancing, doing the Iridium bump. And yeah, so that's my next animated meme that I'm going to do. And that's gonna be fucking fun as all hell. Oh, that's gonna be so fucking silly. I love it. Okay, cool. So yeah, no, that's the plan. That's gonna be a very fun time to do. And I'm gonna surprise the DM on that one. And then I'm gonna get rewarded with stuff. Yes, I'm gonna get rewarded for my first animated meme for that campaign, at least. For that campaign, because my first actual animated meme that I made, not with motion graphics, but actually hand-drawn animation, that will be for this campaign with the Rots. Yes, the Rot campaign where I actually made a banner for it. Hold on, let me find that thing. I really love it. We go on to Twitch. We go here real quick. We're gonna find it. Bam, 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 bam. There it is. Copy image. Yes. Whoop. There you go. The Rotten Skies, or Rotten Sky. I recently got into like this mood, well, not mood. Recently, it's a bit ago now. I basically got into the bit of creating game banners for like campaigns and the like, because I like it. I did for my Monday campaign. The second one I had to make for the Monday campaign, I got actually commissioned to do so, and I got money for that, which was perfect. So I generally love creating for people. Like I love editing. I love creating. I make shit like this. Like I even created my own like this whole layout here, like for the stream. I made that myself because I love making shit. And yeah, so I made the Rotten Sky thing, and that gets used as the banner of the campaign. And for the other campaign, let's see if I can find it. And we have this one. This is the first one for the Monday campaign, Last Story. Actually, Final Fantasy coded as a campaign because it's in the Fabula Ultima system. Yes, yes, which I also really enjoy. But and that was all about like the us traveling around the continents with just airship and getting shit done. And then the second one, that's where the world's actually getting fucky. The mother crystals are getting corrupted, and we are basically have to deal with their rage. So yeah, that was a real fun time. I really enjoyed making all of these. And I can't wait to make the third one for the last arc. That's gonna be a bit. That's gonna be a bit. But yeah, no, I enjoy doing this. Alright, back to this. I've been yapping my fucking ass off. Hey, hey, been yapping. Yapping. Okay, there we go. What am I doing right now? I'm doing stuff. Oh. That's weird. Where's my onion skin? Oh wait, no, I actually did that on purpose, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh, am I on the last one? Oh, I am. Yes. Cool. And then I can do the below part, and then I'm fucking living the life. Locked in this damn cage. I love living in cages. I love cages. Yes, what I. Yes, I. Spam detected. No way, really? Thank you. I have to work on the Lucy design at one point again. My character for the Monday campaign, I'm gonna redesign them to give their own unique look. I love my characters and how they look. I do. But like, there comes a certain point where you're like, as much as I love using reference, I kind of want to do something else, you know? I kind of want to give them their own unique look. And so, at one point, like, that's also another one of my dreams, is basically redesign a character of mine and give them their own unique look so that my friend can post art of the characters whenever he wants without getting bullshit. At least he fears so. And which is fair, I get it. And well, I can make my own stuff about them and also just post it whenever, which is a good thing. So yeah, no, giving the character their own unique look is like one of the goals here, you know? So right now, my Monday character, Lucy, She is getting a redesign, and I'm working on it actually, and it's going really well. While Smoke, on the other hand, I'm working on her redesign, but it's so hard to do. So I don't know. For some reason, I'm having a real hard time with her. While with Lucy, it's going very smoothly. But I think the reason to why it's not going all too well is because Lucy is, well, you see, well, Lucy is a fine case because Lucy feels so well, and her design could change at any moment. Even though what she is based off of is fine. But like Smoke, on the other hand, I liked her original design that I was using. I like it, and I still love it. It's just I have a hard time parting with it. Very hard time parting with it. That's the problem with it. But regardless, I will find a way to redesign them. I just need to find good inspiration. Hell, even yesterday I found good inspiration. I forgot their name, but I pulled up. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Tired. What was I doing? I was gonna show. Oh right. Yeah. So let me see. So, that this is that. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna pull this up. Where can I find this? All right, I'll do it like this. So, there are already a couple of references I want to use to combine on Smoke to give her something of a new look. But at the same time, I'm also giving her a new outfit. And the outfit that I really, really like is from this art. I put it in my Smoke folder, didn't I? I did. Not quotes. Silly ideas? No. Illustration? Yes, that's the one. There. Oh, this art style is so fucking cool. This person's really a nice artist. I have to look for their shit again to say who they are. Copy image. There. I fucking love this outfit. I love this outfit. I mean, the art style is also fucking amazing. But like the art, the code itself, what they did with it, I want to put that on Smoke. I want to. Because this gives the kind of like detective vibe, but also just more like, yeah, this could also just be a criminal. They could also just be a criminal. So yeah, that is the idea here. Oh. But everything in its own time. Everything in its own time. I'm in no rush. I'm gonna finish the Lucy commission first, and then redesign first, and then I'm gonna go for Smoke. God forbid I want to do something for my characters. Oh well. Here, we'll do this for now, and I'll just delete the lines if it's wrong. So either just do it. Yeah, that's everything. Cool. Now that's the case. I feel like something's off. Yeah, I see what's off. Okay. Uh-huh. This does look cool as fuck though. I love this. Let me save real quick. There you go, saved. Oh, my back. It's always the drawing stream that's kind of a little slow, but it's okay. Oh shit, they are the person that made the splash for it? Yo, I didn't know that. Oh, that looks cool. Alright. Oh boy. Music goes pretty hard, not gonna lie. I'll get a drink though. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. Yes. Ah, much better. Ooh. Oh. Ugh.
Much better. Ugh, okay.
We're 2 hours in already? Almost 2 hours in, actually. Nice. Okay. How much more of Kepler do I have to clean up? Because I made a big mistake here. Very big mistake. That's fine. Mistakes are here to be fixed in some way or form. I can fix anything. Except your love life. That's all on you! Alright, what's next? That is next. Oh boy. Shit. No! Slowly but surely. Looks nice, actually. Here you go. not bad actually. So stupid, I love it. There you go. It's beautiful. Ugh, stop that. Ugh, boy. Today was a long day. Whew. Can't wait to get some rest after all this. Okay, cool. I don't know why I kind of got off of this path. Because it was fine as it was. Some reason, somehow I decided not to go with this anymore, which is weird. Well, I guess it was my mistake. It can be easily fixed, eh? Hey, hey. Mm-hmm.
Let me wash my hand real quick. Much better. Oh boy. Shit. Okay. Okay, yeah, looking good. Looking good, looking good, looking good. A couple more. But to raise my spirits, I'm going to put something else up. I want to listen to this. But my feed is forwarded now. I have to listen to this now. There you go. Much better, eh? party's just getting started. Ay. Donka. Welcome back. How was the food, my mans? There we go. Talk about that boogie pipe. I guess I can see outside that. There you go. It's all of them done with that now. It mostly stays the same, yeah. Homemade burgers. Ooh, delicious. I like. I don't know how they change so much. Zero. Back. Burgers are good. I wish I had some burgers, but I already cooked my food and it was delicious. I enjoyed it through and through. Some good spinach with tomatoes and cucumber and some meat. Delicious. Always lovely to have. Okay. Now to do the hardest part. Actually, let me do his face. Don't forget about the face.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it, but yeah, it takes a second to make it. Not like the entire, like not an entire hour, but still takes time to do it. So there's a reason why it goes a little late for stream, but that's because I also had a whole day, and traveling sucks. It's okay. It is okay. I am now home, and I'm going to enjoy. Wait, this never got the face? Oh my god. Fuck, man. Much better. There you go. Ah, boy. Oh, it isn't done either. Of course not. There you go. Okay, time to switch because I'm growing mad. I'm growing mad. Sure. I'll do it. I fucking love Average Burger Boy. He makes some good mixes. Yeah. This one's too heavy. Where is it? I saw it somewhere. This one, too thick. Too thick. Too thick. Ja, Jackie, too thick. Ah, Jackie, too thick. Wait, what? Which one is missing stuff? Whoa, 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 whoa. This one is. I was about to say, I feel like something is off. There you go. That's way better. That's beautiful. Okay. Ugh. Okay, cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So what I have to do here is yeah, that sucks. Okay, redo this one from scratch. Got it. I'll probably go till 3 and then call it for tonight, though. So, still have a little bit to go. Because I am getting tired. Today was a long day. But I'm getting pink left and right. Oh boy. Non important places. Have fun. My eyes. Getting tired. Oh well. Onion skin saved my life. Onion. Onions have ogres. Ogres have onions. What'd you do today? Well, you see, besides the usual, I had animation classes. Those were fun. All right, you don't watch the social medias. Hold on, let me go wrap something. Let me see if I can put it. No, I don't think so. So I'll have to. What can I do? How am I gonna do this? Okay, cool. I have an idea. Sure. I'm going to make a little tab. Wait, actually, let me see. I don't think I can put it in there, but I'll attempt it. I'll attempt it. Let's see if this works. I don't think so. Yeah, let's copy a link. It's not image.
Yeah. But I'm gonna save it anyways, so I can actually grab it. Uh-huh. And this one, and that one, and this one, and that one. Actually, I just have to drag them onto the screen. Sure. One moment. Uno momento. Cool. So, um, yeah, sure. Hold on. Let's make these their own things. There. So, today I had a class in staging, which is one of the principles of animation. So, oh, I made myself a little animation. Oh, should I have to zoom in? I can fix this. There you go. And the idea of staging is basically a good way to show the camera and positioning and tell a story so that people understand from first glance what's going on from bits to bits so they get an idea. So that's the first one that I did. Well, first one. That is the first draft of it because I did finish it. Blah, blah, blah. Zoom in. There you go. And it was real fun. I enjoyed it. Oh, man, I love this one. Little rat coming out of the cheese. I want to do more with it, but I'm not going to do so right now. But I will do so in the future. Oh, especially with this scene, because I want to do a scene. I want to do this scene, but like a follow up to it is like the rat comes out of the cheese, then the room shakes a bit, and the mouse immediately like goes to hide behind the cheese, like behind the cheese, as like the a monster like raises up by the desk and looks around for the rat, but in actuality, it's just the house owner. That's what it is. Ugh. Yeah, that'll be fun. Oh, I just realized that bit is not supposed to be there. Huh. Oh well, I can fix it later. Yeah, no, this is a real fun project. Now I have to work with what's it called? Space. I have to work with two types of animating in a way, like what's it, pose to pose and straight ahead, which is basically the concept of either you make certain what's it, specific keyframes that you can like draw towards, or you just draw each frame by hand and see what you get out of it. Yeah, it's something. I like both of them. They're both interesting, definitely. Let me save this. Saved. Ta-da. Cool. Right, I was doing this. You go. Definitely has to go higher. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Slight bit higher. That's something I can't fix. It accordingly. Nope. This definitely has to be raised. Huh? That looks way better. There you go. I'm just gonna do this. There you go. And cool. Yeah, I'll do it, definitely. I'm getting tired though. I've been animating the whole day already. Hey, that looks nice actually. Shared your stream with some friends, so you might have been more in a bit. Oh, how fun! Thanks. I appreciate it. Let's see. Okay, this goes slower. I don't mind that. Don't like how this looks though. There we go. That should do it. Whoa, 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 stop that. Alright, cool. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Ah, man. Just a bit ago, I was doing a lot of D&D story or tabletop stories. You know, actually going back on tabletop stories, man, I have a real fun concept I want to play as a character, but also like I want to give them a redesign so that at one point when I actually start making my own series or shit like that, then I can actually, you know, use them. Because I want to make a series based around that character because it's a cool concept. I love characters with art powers. They're so cool. And so with that, sure. Still looks a bit off here. But I made a character at one point that had the inspiration of basically the pen is mightier than the sword because it has no limitations. And I love the concept because for Mutes and Masterminds, you can make anything as a character. And that's the fun part. You can do anything as a power. And I had the fun idea. Okay, this goes a little bit lower. I had the fun idea to make a character that's all art based. And their backstory, I did a fun thing with it where I gave him the fucking Sandman thing, where like in Spider-Man 3, Sandman like forms out of crumbles of like sand to like form themselves together for the first time again after going through the accelerator. And man, that was such a cool scene. I took inspiration from that. So what happens to the character or the hero character called Sketch, basically they fall in a vat of experimental acid. Iron Gal ink, which is basically acidic, and they got dissolved in it. But they fell in it together with like a a very experimental can of Iron Gall ink that she was testing out, but she had no clue that it was basically affecting her as well with the course of time that she was working on it. She was basically very, very soulless because she was out of passion, out of drive. So when she was working in her father's like, what's it? Her father's company that she got hired into, um she had to go work there because of the reason that she got into a lot of trouble and had to pay off her debts due to such, and only way she could was by working for her dad. So with that, she went to work for her dad, and she lost her drive and passion for art while she was just day in day out working for him, and she lost her own drive to create. So with that, when she at one point started picking up like the next batch of ink to try out, there was this batch that she didn't take account for because she was so out of it, which was a batch of Iron Gall ink that was very experimental and very toxic. She didn't know that, so that night she started working on it. And at one point, she fell asleep, and what she didn't know, the art that or the scribbles and shit she made on the canvas to test out the product, glowed in the night, and then melted down into the pot again. When she woke up, she was a bit covered in that ink, and ever since then, she started slowly becoming more infected by it, affected by it and infected. And at one point, she started feeling the drive to create again. She started feeling full of energy and drive and that burning passion to create. So she did so again. So every night she spent extra time working in the factory while everyone was away, to just draw and just paint, do whatever. And at one point, her father saw how much she was becoming like a real good worker for the company. So he offered her a job, like a full-on stay and a bigger contract. Basically, a permanent seating at his company, only for her to turn it down. Um, and then the following night, she and her dad had a falling out again. But like regardless, the following night she was closing up shop to basically put in a resignation and leave. But that night she was entranced again, entranced to draw and entranced to paint. So when she did so, at one point, it was closing time. So she started closing up, but like the light of the moon shined down from like one of the glass ceiling, from the glass ceiling down, and she looked up. Her eyesight, or her pupils, had a weird sight in them because in her eyes she could see, when looking to the sky, a green star constellation, one that pulled her closer to it. So she what gave her the pull, a pull that felt that she was. It gave her a feeling of being pulled closer to it. So she got up with her paint can, got up on the railings and got up like to a higher ceiling to look better at like a higher footing to get to look at that star. But she slipped. Something broke, and she fell into a large vat of Iron Gall ink. While the ink of the experimental vat that has been experimental ink that has been like doused and enhanced has been mixed with her passion and her work, fell in as well, and slowly she dissolved in the large canister of ink, or a large vat of ink. But she didn't die in excruciating pain. She actually died very peacefully because she was under this trance while looking at this star constellation. And she was ate up by the acids. And then the following morning, the factory went back to its business. She was gone. That day she died. that night she died. So a couple days later, as the truck filled with canisters that are produced of that iron gold ink from that vat, that the car topples and the ink starts spilling out from the wreckage. And from that, that's where like the Sandman bit comes in, right? Because I love that Sandman idea of like him, that concept of him, like that scene where he just the sand starts to slowly rustle, like slowly move, and then a creature, a person starts pulling themselves out of the sand and pulls themselves together, trying to find consciousness, trying to find themselves, only to build form slowly by remembering. And that shit was so cool. I did the same for Sketch, but instead of sand, it was ink. And the ink formed together a person. And this person, made out of a puddle of ink, looked at their hands, tried to form themselves together with failing and getting up and getting down. They eventually pulled themselves up, having formed fully. And she looked off towards the direction of that star yet again, and she followed after it, while also having picked up a new item that was also made from that substance that she is made of. A green glowing pen. So she looked off into the distance, or a painter's pen, whatever. She looked off into the distance and followed that star. And that is basically the backstory of Sketch. Now, there's more to it that I haven't said because, you know, the follow up and like how she got there to do stuff. But man, yeah, Epic Mickey, right? Magical ink is actually life. Yeah, basically. So her whole thing is that, and then basically she's based off of like Spider-Man in a way as well, because Spider-Man struggles with the daily life of juggling to his life as Peter Parker and his life as Spider-Man. For Sketch, it's a little bit different because Sketch struggles with the concept of not being human anymore. She has this thought process stuck in her head that, is she still the person that was, you know, before she was Sketch, or is she just a living puddle of ink holding onto the memories of the person that died, or the person that was made from this? But regardless, she has a couple limitations to her, now living as this organism of living ink. She cannot take showers, or her body will break down into a puddle of ink again. And there's the chance that she can be sucked away into the drainage system, and it's just really bad. You don't want that. She cannot also not taste food anymore. She doesn't get hungry. And she cannot take showers. I already said that. She cannot lift heavy things either because she's made out of ink. So her form is kind of not strong, as you can say. So yeah, no, that is like the limitations she struggles with. But with it, her skill for like creating is exponentially up. Not because, you know, she was already a talented artist herself, but due to her powers, she can bring anything she draws and makes to life for a short moment. And that was a fun thing to do. Basically, someone who uses her art to save the day. You know, that was the idea, and I love the concept. I definitely have a whole comic series or manga/comic series planned out, like concept wise. I already have it in my head and written down bits of it already as a story. I just want to improve on my art and the like to actually, you know, make something out of it one day. I definitely want to. Yo, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I see. So this goes. I love creating characters. I can go on all night talking about character ideas and just stories that I made. I love writing. I love writing stories. I always do love writing stories. There we go.
Wait, no.
This has to go higher. Maybe we should try DMing a D&D one-shot.
I mean, I have a campaign in the makings, actually. I do have a campaign in the making that I want to run. I just haven't had the time to work on it at the moment. Hehe. I've DM'd a little bit before. But yeah, I have a campaign planned out. I think this following next week, I'll spend the time to work on it again. And when I finish up the last preparations for it, I'm going to run the campaign. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, I definitely have the concept and everything ready, so I am good to go as soon as possible when I have the time.
That does not look right. Okay, now I actually should just
Onion skin.
1 cell, please.
Thank you.
There.
Hey, Unknown, how you doing?
I'm doing lovely. How about yourself? I'm a bit tired, but you know, it's the usual. I'm just working on this meme from the Sunday campaign. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, nice. How was your shift? I hope it was well. Oh, nice. You're still surviving. That's good. Now to lay back and relax. Enjoy your day, eh? Or what do you have left of it, at least? Oh. Oh, nice. It felt warm. Yeah, that's some bodogus. Some bodogus. Okay. Well, it's good that you had at least an okay day. That is always nice to hear. Ugh. Look at the mummy dance. I know, right? I'll show you the whole thing in a second. Kind of want to do a little bit more on it. Ugh. He's moving. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful.
I only have a couple more frames left, and then I just have to do the wraps under there, and then the wraps across the arms, the thing on the chest, and a little bit more details on his thing, and then I'm basically done with him. Then I just have to color in, and that's it. So much work, though. Fuck me. It is so much fucking work to do this guy. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. Also, unknown man. The oh man, the Monday campaign was something, my man. I swear, it was not good. Lucy is going through it. She's going through it right now. It has been fully revealed that her brother is definitely dead. Boy, and yeah, yep, yeah. She's taking it in. She's taking it in, but she's not going to a blind rage right now. She already went through that. She's kind of going through just depression. Because the funny theme of guilt is screaming again, and she's not doing also swell. And now she's been put in a very rough position, where either A, she gives herself up, or another sibling of hers will be sacrificed for this bullshit. So yeah, that's fun. Poor Lucy. She lost the one brother that actually cared about her. And it's really fucking her up. Because she is definitely blaming herself heavily for that loss. Oh shit, actually that goes further on. But it's alright. They're both Michael and Lucy are being put into a very rough position, which is interesting to see what they did to Michael, and like how Michael is right now. We'll see when we get to talk to them. But as for a later date, next week actually. Let me see how this works. Hope you fun? Yeah, no, hope I had fun too. No, I'm always having fun. No worries on that part. Huh, it's actually not that bad. I'll definitely have fun. Right now I'm doing this though.
I'm doing this. Oh, actually, because you also are not on the social medias, and I didn't send you stuff yet, so I'll show you actually. If I still have it, I don't have it up. Of course I don't. Un momento, por favor. I today had a very fun class. Very fun one, actually. Another animation class for me. Yippee. Give me more. Give me more. A lot of stuff I'm going to be working on soon. But look at this. Today I worked on a staging. I'm going to zoom in. There you go. We got a little mouse coming out of a block of cheese. Oh. He's eating through the cheese, yes, but it gets better. I actually made a colored version of it. Before I called it quits for today and went home. Color, yes. I really enjoyed working on this thing. The next plan for this animation specifically, I'll leave it on the back burner for now. But the idea is that at one point, what I want to do is, I want the mouse, like I want the room to shake, and then the mouse to realize, oh shit. So they go to hide behind the cheese as the monster, or as in the owner, comes to look for them. No, they just went back and forth basically with the cheese. They have gone through this cheese before. So the idea is that what I want to do is basically the owner comes in looking for the mouse. So the mouse, you know, smear frame, hide behind the block of cheese as the owner is like looking around, like on the table. That's the idea. But that's for the future. Right now, I'm happy with this. I didn't have to do it overcomplicated, so for the future, I can definitely go way more all out. For the future. Oh. Let's see. Yup, good luck with the dog. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Ugh.
Ugh. Oof. Nope. Oh, there we go. Oof.
There. Whew.
All right. Save. Thank you. There. Save. Thank you. That looks way better. Ugh. There's definitely still some tweaking I can do, but it looks good for what it is, and I'm happy with that. Ugh. Oh, God. Ugh. Tired. How late is it? Okay. How am I feeling about it so far? Looks good. How many frames do I have to do the whole thing for? Let me see. Oof. Fuck me, man. Fuck me, man. What? Why is this gray? Why is this gray? Oh, I see why. Yeah, true. I might take a break now, to BH, because I've been animating all day. Ugh. But so far it looks good. Like I have made big progress with the fucking skirt, the skirt cloak. Now it's just the wraps below, and then fix like tinkering with the. Oh fuck! I have to sneeze.
Hold on, give me a second before I... Fuck, I can't find it. Ah, my nose. I'm fine now.
But what I was gonna say is oh fuck. Do some tweaking at like the chest area a little bit. Add the mark that he has on his chest with the energy flowing around. A little bit more cloakiness for the cloak he's wearing. And then that's really it, yeah. Ugh. Or, yeah, basically that. And then I'm almost done, basically. Then I just have to do the tentacles and the aura going around them. And that is like the last bits. That is like the easiest parts. It is legit the dance that took a lot of effort. But to be honest, this is like the third time I'm working on it. So, like, you know what? It's not bad. And I think you can also check how many hours you worked on something. Like, I figured out that that's a thing that you can do. Let me see if I can find it. We'll check. Yeah, it's really looking good. And this is also legit my actual third animation ever. So, like, as in hand drawn. So, yeah, I'm fucking happy with it. Also, it feels like I didn't just rotoscope trace it. No, beginning parts was slightly rotoscoped to get an idea of like how Hakari moves. And then after that, everything else was just myself. Everything else, like this entire sequence, I just don't even rotoscope anymore. This is all me right now. And I also did it on a smaller body as well. Like I basically had to do everything custom myself. So yeah, no, this it feels good.
I think I had a good understanding of like how his body moves and how clothes interact with it. It's not the best, but hey, all start somewhere, and I'm happy with this. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I just have to do the wraps below, and that's it. Whatever. It'll come out eventually, but I'm almost done. That's great. Oh, I'm almost fucking done. Still not fully, because I have to. Everything's still like rough sketch phase, but hey, it's what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But this is definitely one of my own project memes that are gonna put a lot of effort into it. But I might take a break with it at one point to work on another one. I don't know, because we'll see. Because there's another one I really want to work on, but I also want to finish this one, so we'll see. The other one will also take a lot of effort, but I might use that one for my class, to BH. Yeah, I might use that one for my class. For my class assignment, so I can work on that. This one is just my own project, but my teacher really loves these. He really loves that I'm putting effort into experimenting and just trying shit out myself, and he really likes it. He tells me to just keep it up, like, record this shit, keep this shit in mind, like, always keep this to you. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Because this could work really well on just my, like, it's funny. Like, think about it, right? A fucking meme that I'm making for, like, just joke, like, because I really want to animate a fun scene that we had in the campaign, right? I am animating that real time as a meme, but like the amount of effort and quality I put into it feels more like its own thing. So if this ends up like a full-on video of just me making this if this ends up as a full video, it's gonna be fucking fire as hell. Because even today, as I was like heading back home, like, I started thinking about it, and I was like, huh, could I do the bit where basically he's like do the voice acting for the next 5 minutes and 11 seconds, Kepra is immortal, or some shit like that. Like, I could do that and then just play the music full on styled, and then the energy's coming off of him and everything, and he's just balling, And I was thinking maybe do the front word, the close up as well of him doing the dance with the smug, but I don't know. That is also like a lot of work. That is a lot of work. But regardless, this is already looking amazing.
My dudes.
Oh yeah, definitely is a lot of work. This is my 3rd day working on it. Oh, man. But it looks fucking great already. I love it. I'm in love with this project. Because this is one of my dreams. Like, to just make cool moments of campaigns. Cool, funny, sad moments, It's like the campaign you play is like a visual novel. Not a visual. Yeah, the campaign you play is a visual novel, and you are... and this is basically the manga / anime form of it. And I love that. That's what I always want to do. I'm so happy with how this looks. Like, genuinely, this is great. I will say Kepra is a piece of shit of a design to work on to make this meme with. Holy shit. Never again. I'll do someone that is not like rags and fucking raps and shit, because that is definitely made it way harder. Kepra is making this way harder for me. But it's whatever. I don't mind it. I love this guy. It's a real cool design, regardless. Looking forward to seeing the full thing. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I might do the whole Hakari sequence, but like, we'll see. Maybe I'll do that in my vacation. Because next week I got vacation, and I'm gonna spend time on shit. Though, next stream definitely is gonna be a gaming stream again, because I've not gamed a little. But, like, I wanted to work on this again today, because I was like, as much as I love gaming, I wanna, and Lena's Inception is really fun. We got to a real fun point.
I do definitely want to work on this and not leave this laying, you know? Because after today, I felt like I want to, like yesterday, I felt like animating. Today, I felt like animating. While heading home, I felt like animating, you know? So I definitely want to work on this shit. Because I love doing this. I can't wait for, like, the coming years and see where I end up, like, how far I've gotten. Because, like, it's definitely gonna take some years, but, like, I want to see from what I was once and where I am then. I always like that idea of, like, looking back of, like, how your shit is and, like, how much you've grown over that time, you know? And that's gonna be so great for me, especially with this. Yeah, I'm excited to see the full thing too. I'm excited to see the full thing too. Yeah, no, it definitely is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's also the fun thing about like streaming, like it's another platform where I can just put my growth and people can see it. That's like my reason for streaming is, and then when you look back at these, you'll be like, why did you do it this way? Yeah, true. That is true. And I will tell myself I was dumb. I was dumb, and it was a skill issue. It's a skill issue. It's always been a skill issue. But yeah, the reason why I started streaming is because, well, I love entertaining people, and I love making some discipline in my life. Like, if I do this every week, then I will build up discipline, and that feels good. And I get to finish playing the games that I want to always to, like, you know, fully play and finish, because I have so much in my backlog. I never get back to them, you know? So, yeah. And I get to meet new people. I get to make new friends, and that's what also what I like to do. Because I'm not going to do it playing West Marches anymore. I don't play West Marches anymore. That shit is behind me. It is behind me. It will always be behind me now. I mean, I had some good times and some bad times, but you know, I moved on. Doing new shit. Okay, I think for now, I'm going to call it there, though. Save this. I'm gonna export it and show it to my boy Kepra. Animated GIF. Kepra 7. Perfecto Mundo. Ugh. Animation, Kepra 7. Dad, oh, bro, that's such a cool idea. Yes, I'm going to do that. That'd be so funny. That's a real fun idea. I love it. I'm looking for something. Grand testing facility? No, I'm going for this place. Just gonna send my boy the current draft. But yeah, I think this is a good point to stop for today. 3 hours of drawing. I feel good about it. Actually, before I go, I will check out one thing. There's one thing I do want to check out that is important in my mind. Oh, fuck. No, wrong thing. Okay, let me check. Let me pull up the Clip Studio Paint wiki.
CSP. How to look at a not timeline. How to look at the info of a file.
No. Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint.
How to look at duration of a file. That's the one.
Go to the information window. Window.
Where's my pen?
I got a pen. Window. Really? Was that? Open window information. Information. Open window. Work. Information. What? I'm lost. Wait a minute. You can. What is this? Oh, I see where this is. Isn't that here? Oh, it's only 8 hours. It's almost 9 hours. I almost worked 9 hours on this thing. Okay. Okay, cool. Julio. That's all I wanted to know. Ugh. Well, I'm going to be calling it here for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And I'm going to close up the closet for tonight. Put you all back in the closet now. Thank you, my Skellies. I appreciate you. And thank you. I see you all on Thursday. If I feel for it. But I should be. And when we get to play on Tuesday, we are going to have some fun. We're going back to Lena's Inception. It's going to be fun. Alright, guys. I'm going to see you all another time. See you all on the flip side. Good night.